Just so you know, Kendall wants to know where his 3 foot good Darren trash talking the store champs is. He asked me that today. He wants this video of you trash talking the store champs and me grumbling about not being able to go.
Oh.
I'm like, well, there might be some of that. There's going to be a lot of me grumbling.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
I did. Okay, well, we should. Yeah,
well, we're already recording.
We're already recording, yeah, so.
We probably should start.
Should we start? Because he's going to use half of this shit anyway.
Right,
It's probably already going to be on there.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, hey, and welcome to another episode of 3 Foot Good. I'm Darren.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Rich.
Over there in the corner, Rich.
Yeah.
Rich is a little under the weather today.
Yeah, we're going to make this not so long, probably. Help him out.
Right, whatever.
As we've already been talking for 10 minutes.
Yeah, we haven't even started recording. Yeah. We were making, okay, all right.
You might see it, you might not. We don't know.
So, he came in, I was like, hey, so...
here's this list I was thinking of. And
before that, so we're both playing Conan Exiles. We both play computer games in Conan Exiles, and I'm trying to get a server starter for Conan Exiles, right? Which is, I'm kind of computer illiterate, sort of, a little bit.
So I get Rich.
That's why we got tech. If I can't figure this out by tomorrow, I'm bringing Rich down. So, but I always try on my own first. So, we were talking about that, and I was just talking about that. I was like, "Oh, hey, here's this list I was thinking about."
Right.
Yeah. And
then we went off the rails.
And then like
Rich comes down. He's like, "Hey
Minutes
guys."
later.
Yeah. 20 minutes later, Rich is finally
Rich is like, "Hey, I'm ready to do this,
you guys want to film something?"
I'm not feeling that great. I'm like, "Oh, we don't have to." He's like, "No, we're filming. Let's just get it done."
Can we film something? Because when you're with Tyler, it's like, "Okay, I was thinking about this. Well, why are you doing that?
Well,
How
hey,
about
you
doing
can do
this?
this.
Oh,
What's
you
your
can do
reasoning
this
for putting Boyle in there?
Yeah, and we can do this.
All right,
Yeah,
that works.
Lord have mercy, and we went down this path.
But
and,
you had quite a few lists on there, Darren. I'm rubbing off on you.
yeah, but okay. All right, in my defense, that wasn't in a day.
That's true.
That was like a 6, 8. Some of those lists are from like LVO from 3 years ago.
Okay,
So,
all right.
Yeah, back when I was doing like Wookiee spam.
You know what? Speaking of LVO,
Yeah.
you went to a tournament. Perfect segue, Darren.
That was good.
That was
good. You shouldn't have thrown in. Yeah, that was a good segue. Holy cow. Yeah. Yes, I did. I went to a tournament. It was in
I
Cedar
did not.
Rapids.
We're just going to leave it at that. I did not get to go. So, yeah, that's all right. Hey, you know what?
Where were you?
I was with my kids.
You was with your kids.
I was home with the family.
That's
not home.
that's a great reason for not going to a World's Invite tournament.
Well, I wasn't going to win it anyway. So, because man, when you had to play 5 games, I wasn't going to play 5 games. That would have been a long day.
That was a long day.
Anyways,
Yeah.
So there was a cool tournament in Cedar Rapids.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
First turns games, right? First turn games.
First turn games.
Yeah, first turn games. Thank you, Moose. Ran a great tournament. Thank you very much.
There is also a first turn games in Florida. Don't mistake the two.
Yeah, this was Iowa, Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
Kyle did that once. He's like, "Hey, there's this tournament next week up in Cedar Rapids." I'm like, "There is?" He's like, "Yeah, I signed up for it on Game Up later." I'm like, "That's in Florida." He's like, "Oh, who would have thought there were 2 first turn games?"
Yeah.
Like,
all right.
Well,
That's all right.
I think it was Kyle that did that.
Yeah.
If not, I'm sorry, Kyle. And
Speaking of which, Kyle was there.
Yep.
His brother was there. These are locals that I mentioned. And Chris was there. I went 1 and 2. Just so you know, I went 1 and 2.
I mean, you did lose to Mike.
I did.
And Mike's
He's
a very good player.
He's pretty fucking good.
He has knocked Chris out in round 3 the last 3 tournaments.
Yeah.
I told him maybe 4 because they're both coming to the fall brawl.
Yeah.
So,
which is kind of funny.
Right.
So, won my first game. Played a gentleman named.
What'd you take?
I took ISPs, twin ISPs with Cody and a commander unit of Wooks.
Is this your same list from like Last Chance Qualifier?
This is my
same one from Wisconsin.
No, this is the same list from Wisconsin.
Okay.
Exact same list. I was thinking about making tweaks, but it was a busy week, and I was like, nah, hell with it. I'll just take this.
Play what you
list.
know.
Yeah, play what you kind of know. Yeah, there's a story about that too. I kind of fucked up against mine. So, played against Josh. He was running droids. He had a unit of droidicas. He was running a couple units of spider droids. Kalani, I believe, was one of his commanders. And we started out, and it was Intercept. I believe it was Intercept the Transmissions. You guys can look. I don't
Game
remember.
Uplink.
Game
Yeah,
Uplink.
they
You
have
can
all
look at
that
lists
stuff.
and stuff.
They're
I don't
not
remember.
professionals.
And ended up winning it. Won by objective. But I think the reason I won by objective, he's a little bit rusty in the first game. I don't know how he did the rest of the tournament, but against me, he was a little rusty. We worked some stuff out. No problem. Great guy to play against. The rusty part was, though, is he made a mistake with Kalani, and that hurt him really early turn. And I think that's the only thing that I can remember that kind of went that way. He had Kalani kind of back behind a building. I moved my ISP. I moved pretty quick along the flank toward the table edge. I was actually able to get a couple of wounds on Kalani. And so he had a building in front of him that had a doorway. In the beginning of the game, we had talked, you can go in and out of buildings through open doors. And he did that to protect Kalani. However, from his side of the building, he could see that there was the door and it was a straight wall. But from my side of the building, there was a huge door and windows. He did not see that from his side of the building. So when he moved Kalani in, he wasn't actually, he had cover, but it was not, he wasn't out of line of sight. I think had I not moved my ISP so fast along the front, he probably could have just ducked him in behind, but I think he was trying to hide him from the ISP also. Well, what happened was, as soon as I saw him move in there, and he already had a couple wounds on him, I threw a bunch of stuff at him, and he lost Kalani really early. Early turn 2, I think. So, because of that, then that shook up everything with his list, and it made it really tough. I was able to focus some things down. He wasn't able to give out orders like you normally do. And that really, I think that was the only thing that kind of turned the tide for me early. But ended up winning that one. You're checking Game Uplink right now.
I am, yeah. What was,
pretty damn.
There. Yep, he went 1 and 2. So he went 1 and 2 as well.
He went 1 and 2 as well. And so that got me my first win.
And all of our locals won round 1.
All of our locals.
I was watching from afar, and I was like, yes!
All of us won round 1.
How many total locals? 5?
No, 3.
3?
You, Chris, Kyle.
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle's brother.
Kyle's brother.
Kyle's brother's not really local, though. He's like from Dubuque.
We'll call him a local.
All right, he's
His
local.
brother's
Fine.
here. Yeah,
Perfect.
He's a local.
4.
Yeah.
4 of the 5, we get to count Kendall. But I mean, since Kendall's from,
Yeah.
they probably can't count Kendall local there.
Yeah, we can't count him. So I did get my first win,
Yep.
and it was by objective, which kind of hurt me a little bit because then I got paired up.
Oh yes, because then he got paired up with somebody else.
So there's a guy by the name of Mike Smith. I don't know if you guys know who he is.
He's out of the Des Moines area.
He is out of the Des Moines area. He is ranked, the last time I checked, 47th.
Yeah, he's top 50
Yeah, he's top 50.
in the world.
Yeah.
So I saw that and I was
I'm
like,
like
well,
600 to give you the idea where that.
I was like, well, if Darren wins this one, he's going to bump his ELO up. No, it didn't happen.
Yeah, well, it didn't happen because I went 1 and 2. However, man, we had a great game. It was a lot of fun. He was playing Ahsoka. He had a bunch of pikes, a lot of dodge, sharing, a lot of pain in the ass to get through all that kind of stuff. It was a great game. Gosh, I think it was also Intercept.
It was.
Yeah.
Advanced and clear.
Yeah, advanced and clear Intercept. Video. Yeah. Okay, so we got a little bit of this on video.
You've probably already seen some of it.
Yeah, so he's got a little bit of this on video.
Because Rich went up 2. So technically, I mean, I guess there was 5 vocals there.
Yeah, but so it was an amazing game. Went to turn 6, and it was really freaking close. I made 2 mistakes, speaking of lists and knowing your list. One of them, he had a lone lone rebel trooper that I think I got a crit through to, and I could have used my aim for lethal to get a pierce and kill the fucker, but I did not.
Ooh.
And that would have dropped him down and made things a little bit tougher back there in that back corner because he's got one less guy
Intercept,
near the area.
that's a huge...
But I didn't. And then there was a point at the last turn, I think, and I was actually looking at doing it where I could have moved a unit that was contesting to take another unit out. It would have taken us both out. But that unit I didn't to keep it there to contest the objective. He was able to move in, and that's the unit that killed Cody with all those dice. So had I done that, that would have been a lot less dice. But it was that close of a game. I did manage to get Ahsoka before all our cards got played, but it was tight. It was those, if you make a mistake, you're in trouble. And I know I made at least 2
Right.
right out there. And so Mike ended up getting it. I think
he ended up winning the whole tournament.
he did end up winning the whole tournament. And I think our points were actually equal. He won by objective, but I think we were both at like 515. We had exactly the same kill points.
Oh no, you didn't have the same kill. You had the same victory points.
Same. Oh yeah. Well.
Oh no, he won by 1. You lost a lot more than him.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. But
It was 6-5 is what it
Yeah.
ended up being.
Yeah.
So for intercept, that's usually a normal.
Yeah. So I was leading going into the last turn, and he was able to pull it out. So it was a tight game, a lot of fun. And then he ended up winning the game and winning the tournament.
Yep.
So he got his invite. Yeah. So and he's going to be at the Fall Brawl.
Yep.
Right. So
Yeah.
he's signed up for the Fall Brawl.
So Darren and I have jokingly said we're gonna have to play at the Fall Brawl because everybody that's showing up has invites.
It's kind of looking like that now.
Right.
However, Mike, rematch. I already said it to him. I want a rematch.
Well, there's a tournament in Des Moines, I think.
Is there?
Coming, like I think it's in September or it's either before or after ours. I can't
Okay.
remember.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll let you know.
So yeah, let me know. Yeah. So I want a rematch. And then.
That's good. And then your third round,
Was
so
Matt.
you're 1-1. You're up against Matt Clark. Now he's kind of local. I mean, he's played locally.
Yes. So I've met him several times. He's been to the.
He's been to the Fall Brawl, I think, every year.
Fall Brawl. He's a damn good player. But asshole brought double darks.
And Darren has never played against.
I'd
Darks.
never played against. I played against the single dark, which I have plenty to deal with the single dark.
Right.
But fucking double darks is a pain in the ass.
Did he have Gideon too, or was it no Gideon?
No Gideon.
Okay.
No Gideon. Yeah. So it was. Gosh, we playing. It wasn't Intercept again, was it?
Sabs.
No, it was Sabs. Yeah. So it was Sabs, and we were. It came down to victory points to kill points, and he scorched me on that.
Yeah, you guys were 4-4, which is usually what happens with Sab.
Yeah.
I mean,
He played really well. I couldn't finish off. So there was a lot of death, but there were a couple of units that I couldn't or didn't finish off. I missed an opportunity with playing one of Cody's cards properly. I did it. So I missed a couple opportunities, and he played really well because he figured out before I did, a turn, if not more before I did, it was going to be tie. I was coming down to kill points. And so he just started running stuff off. And I saw it, and I was like, oh, piss. That's coming down to kill points, and I don't think I can make it up. And I couldn't.
Nope.
And he was able to shoot the shit out of me after that.
that'll happen.
Yeah. I don't like double darks.
More impact, more piercing impact,
Yeah, I'm creating a list.
more bowcasters.
Yeah.
Or a certain
Yeah,
Jedi,
I'm creating a
that-
list where double darks will not be a problem.
and then you'll never place them again.
I'll never face them
Yep,
again. I'll face pikes, and they'll just dodge everything, and it won't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you have no high. Yeah, we have no high velocity.
No.
None.
No.
None.
Zero. Maybe on our next battle force in
yeah.
3 years, they'll give us some high velocity.
Right, the Gungans can have it.
Yeah, or the clone commandos. Maybe they'll have a guy.
Oh yeah, maybe they'll have the guy. Right. Don't get me started, dude. I had my rant already.
What? No.
Hey, Ministravaganza is coming up.
It is. It is.
That's coming up the 14th. It's the weekend. I think it's the weekend we have our. We're doing our thing.
Our thing? Is it the same?
No,
weekend?
it's the weekend after. It's the
Oh,
14th,
cool.
15th, and 16th.
So we won't have to worry about any horrible changes.
So no, we won't be able to bitch while we're painting terrain over all the changes. And I guess we also won't be competing for airtime.
That's because people are going to be watching that.
That would have been tough
yeah.
competition, and now it's just all us. So, but no, so Ministravaganza is coming up. I really feel sorry for any X-wing and Armada players
'cause they're not
out
even-
there. There's
they're not-
nothing.
they're
There
not
is
even touching
nothing.
it.
I was a little upset when I looked at and saw all the Shatterpoint and MCP stuff, and then I actually crunched the numbers. And of the 20 slots that they have, we get 6. and 7-7 on the other two. So I can't complain about that. That's
Better than nothing.
It's better than nothing, and it's a lot closer than I thought it would be because I figured Shatterpoint and MCP, since that's their baby, would get the lion's share, and they just got a little more, which is fine. So we'll see. There's one of the things is called the Legion Roadmap. So we'll see what their plan is going forward. Maybe my rant will be over and done because they will announce Ahsoka for
Rebels.
the Republic.
Oh yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll get Clone Commandos, or both, or we'll get Gungans, or another battle force that we can use instead of just the one we have. Because Geonosians is like one whole thing is painting Geonosians, so there'll definitely be some spoilers probably on that.
And that'll be cool to see.
Yeah,
There'll be
cool.
some cool stuff to see. So we're looking forward to
like
that.
a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like I don't understand their timing on it, but that's fine. They're West Coast, so they do things different out there.
What else we got?
I think that's about it.
Is that it?
We got our painting stream next Sunday.
Yeah. So a week from Sunday, so to be Sunday the 10th, we're going to do a painting stream. We're going to sit around a table. We're going to shoot the shit, talk about stuff.
And we're going to paint stuff.
We're going to paint stuff.
Maybe assemble stuff. We'll see.
Have you watched?
And it's a live stream.
And it's
Yes,
a live
and it's a
stream.
live
So you'll be
stream.
able to chat, call us names.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
ask us questions.
Rich will be monitoring the chat and hollering stuff at us while we go.
Yeah.
If you guys notice on our page, we did a live stream. Rich did a live stream yesterday of BattleTech. So it's going to be sort of the same thing. He'll be monitoring it and then hollering out if you guys have questions, comments, can't hear, we're too loud, we're too quiet, whatever. Hey, why are you painting that like that? That's stupid, whatever. I mean,
No.
we don't
Thank
care.
Lenny for commenting.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks for commenting,
Yeah,
Lenny.
thanks, Lenny,
Appreciate
for
it.
commenting. My boy loved dancing
So
for you.
I think Lenny said he might be here for that.
Right? He
do
might
something,
make his second appearance.
Yeah, I hope
I know
so.
he's been here once.
Fucking Lenny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched the third episode of Ahsoka?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
we have not
Oh,
yet.
I forgot.
Yeah, we have to watch it. I've been busy this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Did you want to say anything about?
No,
the
I don't want
first
to say.
two?
I don't want to say. Oh, about the first two.
Yeah.
I have to rescind my biggest. So my biggest complaint is I went back and I watched it again, and yes, spoilers if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure everybody has now that's watched it. Like that plays this and watches
Possibly.
this.
Yeah.
The lightsaber does pierce way off to the left when you see it the second time.
Well,
It's not.
yeah,
it's
it's
not
not
center
right.
mass like it was Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
And so that's how Sabine is not dead in the first episode.
I just don't know why the Padawans and the Jedi, they always hate each other. And why do you?
Oh my, that.
Why do you got to do that all the time? Every time. Every
There's
time.
always this. There has to be conflict.
I don't understand that.
I mean, I understand where Ahsoka's coming from, but I don't understand why they have to and maybe it will be explained because there's obviously a history there.
Yeah.
Though I have been told that this technically picked up where Rebels ended.
Yeah.
Like that scene is the end scene in Rebels where she's got her armor, she's in front of the mural, she touches it, she turns around, there's Ahsoka, and they leave. Supposedly they recreated that scene. That is where we are in the timeline of Rebels. So there wasn't like a huge. They already went off to go find Ezra
okay.
and stopped.
All right.
They have now. That is them leaving to go find Ezra.
All right.
So I thought that was. I was like,
And
we
I
should
always
have her
thought-
staff,
I
and they're
always
like,
thought-
I don't think they're gonna have her.
I always thought Ezra had a crush on Sabine. I didn't think they
I
were
am
brothers, sister.
there, and okay.
That's what I always thought.
All right, you started this. All right, get a chair. Sorry, Rich. All right, I am sorry. Ezra had no fucking time to record a message for Sabine. Why? Because Thrawn said he needs to come up now. They made the plan. They were like, no, we're going to do something else. Sabine got everybody to turn around for 5 minutes so he could sneak out, get on the ship, and leave. He didn't have time to go and record this message saying, well, I'm not going to be here. You've got to carry on the Jedi tradition. But no, he snuck through a fucking duct, got into a ship, and went up to see Thrawn, and then called the Purgle, and they all left to go to the other place.
Well, not to mention that hologram was him as a full-grown man.
Right, not as a teen.
Right.
And I'm sorry, he had a crush on Sabine that was not Luke and Leia. I'm sorry. No, he's not a fucking brother and a sister at all. I don't care I don't care.
This is for you, Dan. This is for you, buddy.
And Kendall, you wanted a rant.
Yeah.
It's not about me not being there. Here's my rant. Because they were totally, and Sabine was not really into him in that way until like the last season. And then it was like, oh, then they got separated. So it was like, oh, long lost lovers forlorn in love. Let's go find each other again. Great, perfect. Loved it. Perfect ending. Not this, oh, I've always thought you was a sister. Bullshit. Bullshit. Thanks, Darren.
And for all of you that have stayed this long, this one is for you.
But I mean, okay. Overall, I am liking the show. Overall, I'm liking the show. It's good.
Me too. We're gonna. Yeah.
The third episode isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's way shorter than I would have liked. I think it's only like 34 minutes, 35 minutes. So it's a short episode. It's not gonna take you as long to watch it. But there's some good fan service.
Don't say. We're gonna go up and watch it as soon as we're done with this.
All right,
probably.
well,
We're
I'll let
gonna
you
eat
guys
a little bit, and then you can come up and you can sit and watch it with us again.
I'll
If
make
you can
comments.
keep quiet.
Yeah, I'll keep quiet. That's fine. I've already seen it twice.
Okay.
So,
Okay. All right.
so I guess
Stop watching us and
go roll some dice.
Or watch
Or go watch Ahsoka.
Ahsoka or whatever you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.